In this video, we're going to talk about how to say a decimal in words and write them in fractions. So let's take an example. Okay, so I'm going to take this number here and let's talk about how to say this in words, right? So I have 25.5, right? Now, this is straightforward. The number before the decimal, you just say as a complete number, which is 25. Now, instead of the dot, you say and, right? And then what you do is you take the number after the decimal. In this case, it's 5. So you just say 5. And now you need to write the maximum placeholder that occurs or that is there after the decimal point. So let's figure out what the maximum placeholder is. What is that? Now we know from our previous lesson, placeholders and decimal points, that this is tenths, right? If you remember, this was ones, right? This was tens, and this would be tens because this comes after the decimal point. So you say 25 and 5 tenths. That's how you say this number here. All right, let's look at one more example, very quickly here. Let me first delete this for you. Okay, now let's take one more example. Now let's take this number here, 32.05. Okay, now this is straightforward. You just spell it out, right? So you say 32, and then instead of the decimal point, you say and. Now you say this number here, which is 5, which is fine. Then you need to write the maximum placeholder here. What is the maximum placeholder for this decimal? We know that this is tenths. What is this number? This is hundredths, if you remember, right? So what you do is you said 32 and 5 hundredths. Okay, straightforward. Okay, now let's take one more, perhaps a little bigger example. Let me write this number here, 72.25. How do you do that? Same idea, right? You say 72. All right, 72, and you write 25, just like that, right? 25, and now here's where you calculate. What do you put here? Again, in this case, let's find out the maximum placeholder for this decimal. This we know is tenths, and this we know is hundredths. All right, so you take the maximum and you say hundredths here. That's it. Very, very straightforward, right? So you say 72 and 25 hundredths. I hope you got that and enjoyed it. Thank you so much.